So it's come to my attention that not everybody knows this tremendous song. Out of all the songs that were written that I've heard, there's a few that fall into the category of songs I wish I would have written. The first one is Sons of Winter and Stars. The second one is The Odyssey by Symphony X. The first one was by Winter's Son, if you didn't know. And coming in at number 3 is Wheel of Time by Blind Guardian. If you haven't heard this song before, you are in for a treat. Let's give a little background information on this song. Wheel of Time came out in 2010 off the album At the Edge of Time. It was based off the fantasy novel series of the same name by Robert Jordan. Each of the 14 books is hundreds upon hundreds of pages long. Ride into Obsession, another tremendous track, was also inspired by the series. Hansi Kirsch, lead vocalist of the German power metal band, credits producer Charlie Bauerfeind for improving the song's arrangement. He told About Entertainment, "In Wheel of Time, we have a strong Oriental approach, which we didn't recognize that much, but he figured it out and said there was a clash between Oriental and Occidental parts. We worked it out more properly. This was different than what we've done in the past." This song is very heavy on the orchestrations, and that's one of the reasons why I love it so much, because it basically combines film scoring with power metal. And how could you get any cooler than that? So with all that being said, let's check this out. I believe this song goes back and forth between A minor and D minor. I believe it starts out on D minor. And we're going to check it out, and I hope you guys like it, because it's amazing. Wheel of Time. Here we go. Listen to them synths. So that intro riff is going A. So then when the main part comes in, we got A, and then an A gallop, and then the second bar goes G, falls to an F, and then that is basically our verse riff, A, G, F. Going back A minor, G major, F major, even though they're power chords. That's all I want. It's all I need. Everything is fixed. There's no chance. There's no choice. Ride an E on this part, then D, B, E, D, B, E, D, B. How cool is it that the trumpets and the guitars are doing the same thing? It's so good. And we didn't even get to the amazing part yet. There's a part in this song that's so good. It's just, oh. This is just going back between A and B flat, 5 and 6. A, F, G. A, G, E. So when this part comes in, we're modulating from A minor to G major. And we're actually in a Dorian mode when this starts. We're starting with the A minor, or the A being the second note of the G major scale. Then we're hopping up on the third of the first bar, the third B of the first part to a G major. Then we back up for a half note on the E minor, and then we're jumping up here to a D major in first inversion. And that is our... It's not quite the chorus, but it's close enough. D, A, G, E, D, A, G, D. And then we're going to ride this next part on 7, A, B flat, and D. Now for the solo. How cool is that riff, man? This instrumental section is so epic. We're back in A minor. What'd I tell you? What did I tell you? Wasn't that great? That, oh my God, it just hits you right in the fucking soul. F, G, and then it rides on A, and we got 4 sextuplets. And that is what I call the heroic chord progression. If you want to sound epic, all you got to do is do your flat 6, your flat 7, both of those are major, and then you go back to your home key on the minor. So for this, in A minor, you have the F power chord, the G power chord, and then you're on A. And then it just does it again. It's the F power chord, sextuplet, then you hit the G, and then 2 sextuplets. And then the last bar of that chorus is dun 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 dun. A, E and and then it's a B with a G. So I guess that would make it an inverted G. And then a C power chord. That's how you start to make things sound really epic. With the flat 6, flat 7, 1 minor chord progression. Practice that. You'll like it. I promise. The vision so fleeting and vague. 1 second now will bring down the mountain. One last insane is constantly slipping. The breakdown. You hear those bongos in the back, or whatever percussion instrument they may be. This coming up is one of the greatest things I've ever heard. It's so majestic. You can hear it just feels like there's a transformation going on. It's done with nothing but music. When these flutes come in, when these wind instruments come in, does that not sound like the most epic transformation that's ever taken place? I can just picture the protagonist standing there with like winds and leaves circling around him as he's about to prepare himself for the confrontation with darkness. The descending horns.
Give up the inner war I can hold against it. My mind's in darkness. The young man says I will never give in. The prophecies behold it's true. I conquer the flame to release the insane I'm crying. I cannot erase the dragon reborn and in madness.
So we got another modulation when we get to this section. We're riding the C, dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, then whole rest, then it repeats that 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when it comes back around, we're jumping to the A flat, which is the flat 6 of key of C minor, and then the F, which is the 4th. So this is a 1 flat 6 4. And then we get to these look like 30-second notes. And it follows that, almost follows that exactly. We're riding C for a root note, then we're riding A flat, and then we're backing up to G. And G being the 5th of C is going to pull back to our C pretty hard. All right, let's keep going. This is one of the things that I definitely encourage everybody to learn about music theory, and that's modulation, because this song has gone through at least 3 different keys, and you can tell because your ears are not bored of any of it. And we're 8 minutes just a song if we played it straight. Modulation is definitely something you want to look into. You can keep long pieces very interesting for a long time. epic was that? I told you. For those of you who aren't on Blind Guardian, get you some Blind Guardian. Thanks for watching with me today, guys. Check out the description below. I got a whole bunch of stuff going on. And watch some more videos. And subscribe. And like. And comment above. There's a super secret comment section above this video. Everyone goes below. But that's not what we're doing anymore in 2025. We're doing the comment section above. And if you can't find it, below's fine. I won't judge you. Peace.